Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. See me here at Simi J Stitches. It is time for a new Flosstube week via vlogs. It is currently Tuesday morning. I forgot to record last night. Ryan and I, no, I mean, sort of. So I did a lot of work at the old house, the new house, whatever you want to think about it. I don't know if I've discussed. Anyways, we're moving. We lived in this house a few years ago. We moved to the trailer when I bought it. We're now moving back to the other house, but we've been doing a lot of renovating before we move back. So I was doing some work over there last night, and feel like we're getting to a point where we can start moving. I banged my finger with a hammer because my husband says if you don't get injured, you're not doing it right. I did not do it on purpose. It's just, I was doing something right because I got a blood blister from a hammer. I don't know why y'all need to know that. Anyway, so, Ryan's room's completely finished renovating. Lexi's room is now completely, as of today, is completely, ready to go. My room was waiting on Lexi's room to be done because there was some furniture in it that needed to move to her room before I could finish up. So we'll get it done next. The living room's ready to go. Bathroom needs work. Kitchen needs work. But it's enough that we can start getting stuff moved over. So I was working on that last night. So when I got home, I was completely exhausted and all I wanted to do was sit on the couch and do nothing. So that's what I did. And I got all my stitching in, which I forgot to bring with me to show you. I put 100 stitches on Minnie, Alice, and a Dolly Dream because this week that is my focus full coverage. And then I got my 500 stitches in on Soul Tropica. So I'll try and remember to either pop in a picture or record a clip with it later this week when I have time. So I was really glad to get my full 500 knocked out. That's the first goal of the month achieved because it is my category with has beads or specialty stitches. Then today, I'm back at work. I was off last night because schedule got all wonky. We had a new person working on my truck. So she was specifically scheduled so that my husband could work on training her. I think it went pretty well. So it'll be nice to see if she works out. What was I gonna say? So that's why I was off last night. That too threw my whole week off because I'm used to beginning the vlog here in the truck. So I did anyway. First thing I did tonight was I went and traded out trucks and I got my truck back. So I know I kind of pouted about it last week in my video. My boss saw it and changed his mind. No, I'm just kidding. I really hope my boss does not watch my videos. But, I kind of pouted about them switching out my truck and they were supposed to sell this one. But due to when they took this truck out of commission, the other Rover ended up with a Jeep. The Jeep did not have enough room for all the things that we need to do our job correctly. So they decided not to sell this one. We will just try and limp it along until we can get new trucks, and not Jeeps. So I got my truck back. I don't know for how long, but I'm super excited about it. Visited with my boss for a few hours and then got back to work, and that ate up a lot of my night. So then I was kind of brain dead the second half of my night, and I just couldn't seem to get off of scrolling Facebook. But finally I did, and I got my 100 stitches put in on World Postage Stamp because that is my daily 100. So we are getting a good chunk of that stamp finished up. I'm thinking, okay, so I did 12, 15, we're at 1,500. I need another 500. We should be able to finish this stamp, I think, with 500. Fingers crossed. So, maybe not. It'll be close anyway. So then I was like, that's it. That's all I'm getting done tonight is my daily 100. I just don't have the time or the brain capacity to do anything else. And I went to write down numbers in my planner and realized that tonight's whip was mirror mask. And mirror mask goal is 100 stitches. I'm like, I think I can go ahead and get that one done too. So goal number 2 knocked out was 100 stitches on mirror mask. So we just filled in some down here somewhere. So I'm wondering if I need to up my goal though. I really need to go through and see how much stitching is left, because I have, so that's March's goal. So we have 9 months left. I think there might be more than 900 stitches. I need to go double check. We might need to up that goal each month. You can always go up, right? Okay, so that's tonight's stitching completed. I'm back in the truck tonight. Daily 100 on world postage stamp. And I don't remember what else. Okay, so mirror mask is from the main characters. So that means we're flipping back over to categories. And the next one would be seasonal, so autumn. I think we're working on autumn tonight. We'll see. That one needs 500 stitches. Do I think I'll get 500 stitches tonight? No. So we'll definitely see it again next week. But still, progress is progress, right? So it is time for me to go get gas and clean up the truck and get ready to go home. So I will see y'all in tomorrow's clip. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It is Wednesday morning. And last night was long, but you look at the clock and 5 minutes has gone past, and you could have sworn you got lost in Facebook for at least half an hour, right? And I don't know, just one of those nights. Anyways, not much went on yesterday. Slept, got to work kind of early because Lexi had a game last night, so she had to leave school at like 2 o'clock. So I didn't have that whole pick her up from school, get her to the softball field thing that we normally have during the week. So we actually didn't do that yesterday either because my mother-in-law, her practice didn't start till 4:30, so my mother-in-law took her anyways. Got to work kind of early. I don't really feel like anything. I had to meet with one of my coworkers and pass along a radio for something that's going on today. But really that's been about it. It's been a normal night of go here, go there, whatever, and it just felt like it dragged. Especially before midnight. After midnight, maybe a little bit. And you would think, oh, well, if time's going slow, you've got tons of time to do things. No, that's not quite how it worked. It wasn't that I had more time. It's just that it felt like it took forever. Anyway, got my daily 100 done on world postage stamp. We are really filling in that white. I need to find my 310 so we can fill in this. We should be getting to grass before too long, but there's quite a bit of white, and we'll probably have some more white tomorrow. So that is daily 100 on world postage stamp. We will be working on it again tonight. Where are we at on this one? We've got to be getting close, right? I don't know. Where's my, oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm just putting stuff in here so I don't lose it. And then tonight's project was Autumn from the Cricut collection. It was my seasonal in my categories. The goal is 500 stitches this month, and I got 200 tonight. I feel like it should have been 300, but I think it was only 200. Anyway, so here is where we're at. So yeah, just more of the end. Starting this acorn here, finish up some turkey tail. Yeah, that's only 200 stitches, but anyways, so 300 more. We should probably finish this letter, I would think. We still have A and U on the other side. So actually, you know, this could be a finish this year. I mean, if it gets drawn a few more times. Okay, so Autumn from the Cricut collection. We're on the last letter. So it's looking so good. So good. I can't wait to pull it back out. I don't remember what we have on the docket for Friday, but hopefully whatever it is, I can hit the goal on it. I'm out of shack, so hopefully I'm gonna have a really good stitching night and I can hit the goal on whatever we schedule for that night, and I can pull out one of these that needs whatever to get its goal, and we get just more stuff knocked out. Because here's my thing, I'm itching for a new start. Literally, look at me, I'm itching nuts. I need to stop doing that. I'm itching for a new start, but I will not allow myself to have a new start until I can clear one of my present whips off of the Q-snap. In order to do that, it must hit its yearly goal. That is 2,000 stitches if the piece is started in 2018 or 2017. 1,500 for most of my other whips, and 500 if it's a new whip. So if I can get to some of my goals done, one, World Postage Stamp should hit 2,000 stitches at some point soon. And then it can come off the Q-snap. Also, if I can get some of my, my categories, my main characters done, then I can pull Love Bugs back out, which was a new start in January. If I put 500 stitches into it, it can come off the Q-snap and I can have a new start. So I'm hoping one of those achievements happens sooner rather than later. So I've put 4 of my kitted projects up to a vote between my friends. I haven't gone to see what's winning because I don't really want to know until I'm allowed to have the start, because so I'm trying to hit some goals, but I need some time. I need time to be on my side. All right, so we're working again tonight, and then Thursday I'm off, and then Friday I'm working, but I'm working at a shack, so sitting around stitching all night long. If I can just focus as soon as I get there and get started, like back when I used to work shacks all the time, I could clear 1,000, 1,200 stitches a night. The last few times I've worked shack, I haven't really done that, and it's partly because I get distracted by, I'll sit there and scroll Facebook until almost 10 o'clock at night. Why? Why am I not just sitting down and getting it done? I don't know. Because I want to. I'm just can't focus. Anyway, I gotta go get gas. I gotta end my work day. Go get some sleep so we can do another one again tonight. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, and I will check in with y'all tomorrow. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. It is Thursday morning. I'm so tired. I'm so glad I'm off tonight because I am just so tired. All right, I'm having to record on my iPad tonight because my little phone holder thingy, I don't have it. Okay, so I don't know, same old as every day. I slept actually really well because it was kind of overcast and dreary today, kind of cold, which makes for a great sleeping day. I slept really well. And then got to work. Yeah, I just got to work, went and got food, went and did work, did some stitching, did some more work. And then this fog rolled in and it's thick, so we're all kind of not exploring a whole lot just for safety reasons. Being out on the main road is... if there's no reason for it, there's no safety in it, right? So got a little bit more stitching done, did some frogging. That's always a joy. All right, daily 100 on World Postage Stamp. So we got even more of that white in there, getting closer and closer. 12, 5, 7. I think I have 3 more days on it. I might have 4 more days on it, but we're getting close. And it looks like that. So, and then we'll be moving down to the next page after this, I think. After Paris. And then tonight's project is Garden Prelude. It's one of my main characters, which means it has a set goal every month. I believe it's 500 stitches. Pretty sure it's 500 stitches. So tonight I got 300, but I also had to do some frogging, so it is what it is. But we got more skirt filled in. It's just gonna go on and on and on. But it's looking really good. So it'll need to come out again because it needs a couple hundred more stitches. Because that's what she looks like when she's done, and I'm still like in this part right here. Well, I guess I'm like right here. So that is Garden Prelude. And that is it for tonight. I know it's not a lot, but I'm hoping to maybe have some Happy Mail tomorrow that I'll be able to share. It's an at-home night, so we're going to work on Mini Phantom of the Masquerade, and then whatever else I have on my list to work on this week. So I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Good evening, everybody. Guess where I'm at again? It is Thursday. It's still the evening time. I haven't started stitching yet at all. I was actually coming to you with Happy Mail, but yeah, I got called into work, so day number 4. Anyway, I make poor life decisions. All right, I got this. I'm expecting like 3 of them in the mail this week, but I got this one from Hoffman's. So I did kind of open it. Like, I didn't look at stuff. That's how my day's going. Prime example. Anyway, like freaking glued in here. Like, literally, when they sealed the box, they sealed the bag inside the box. I opened it just to read the invoice because I had a question. All right, here we go. First, I got July Quaker. Remember, I'm getting this whole series this year, so this is From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. It is 79 by 115. It's 3 colors. Super cute. That's July. I know Jessie just started and finished January this week, so I need to get mine started. All right, next we have, I have one of these going into the shop. Because the other 2 are requested. Next I have Quirky Quaker Turtle. I have 3 of these going into the shop. They are 39 by 39. Wow, that seems even like extra small. I don't know. I just think they're super cute. Little turtle. Very cute. And we got Quirky Quaker Owl. They were only able to send me 2 of these, but that's fine. This one's 43 by 43. He's so cute. So 2 of those going into the shop. All right, what do we got next? This is Barbara Anna Designs, Santa's Trips. So it's got a bunch of little motifs. This is 152 by 152. This one was specially requested, so I have 2 going into the shop. One is already sold. All right, and then it's everybody's favorite, the monthly cottage garden. This month is the Postman. He's super cute. Look at that bike. The cardinal. Not a whole lot of white on him because he's got his nice little spiffy suit on there. This one is 100 by 130. So I don't know exactly how many of those I have going in the shop because I have lots of requests for it, but I'll have at least a couple because I ordered a bunch. Like a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. All right. Okay, next one. I just thought this one was cute, so all of these are going into the shop. This is St. Patrick's Day from Primrose Cottage. Super cute. It is 90 by 91. Actually, okay, yeah. They just make really big, really clear, easy to read charts. So that's nice. So I have 3 of those going into the shop. And then we have June Quaker. So this one is 79 by 115. See that? There we go. June. I have 1 of those going into the shop. And this last one, I cannot even tell you how long I have been trying to get this chart. And I mean, it's since like October. Whenever it first hit Hoffman's, the very first day it hit, I ordered. And of course it was back ordered because that usually happens when something is first released. And I have been trying to order ever since. And every time it comes in that they don't have any. And to further exacerbate that, further prove that point, I ordered 8 each time. I have so many people waiting for this chart that every time I have ordered 8. This time they finally sent the chart. They sent 2. So they still are struggling to keep these in stock. So, yeah, I have 2. I already have a list, so these are gone. I need 6 more at least. I may even need more than that now. So I'll be putting in another order today. But I did get 2 of the cardinal kin, and they're just so cute. I had to show you, even though I'm not putting them in the shop, so you can't get them from me yet. But if you have interest, let me know so that when I get them in, I can have enough. But this is from Plum Street Samplers. This is cardinal kin and cardinal kin too. Apparently, oh, okay. Apparently there's 2 different copies in here. I think it's just a slight color change, like a male and a female version, because like you've got the red, but then you've got the brown. So anyway, there's these. She just came out with the turtle stack. So I'm like, when is it gonna hit? Because I'm gonna need to start ordering it every single time I order something. So that's a pretty good, nice order. And I'm already putting in an order this tonight, actually. A lot of the market stuff hit this week, and that's nice because with Needlework Expo, it took months before I started seeing some of that stuff. Even though I had people chomping at the bit for it, it took forever. But a lot of the not all of it, but a lot of the needlework market stuff was on Hoffman's tonight, so I was excited about that and can't wait to place my order. So I am going to work on World Postage Stamp. I did bring Heartful of Gratitude tonight. It should have been Phantom and Heartful of Gratitude tonight, but I'm in the truck and I don't do full coverage in the truck because, as you can see, my lighting is not spectacular. So I'm gonna get to stitching and I will check in later. It is what it is. Like, I just keep reminding myself, I'm gonna have a good paycheck. It's gonna be worth it in 2 weeks. I didn't really want to come in tonight. It was a new girl in the truck tonight, and apparently she just called in. So I'm just tired. It's fine. I like the extra hours. Typically, I'm just tired. There's a lot going on at work, and it has me anxious. So the extra hours are exhausting. So I'm gonna go stitch and forget about it. So I will check in with y'all later. Bye. Hey everybody, good morning. Okay, it is Friday morning, and I wish that meant that I was off for a couple days, but it doesn't. At least tonight I'll be at a shack, so all stitching, no driving. That'll be nice. Okay, so last night I worked on my daily 100 on World Postage Stamp, and so I only need 2 more days on it. Really tempted to just go ahead and put that 200 in tonight, since I'll be sitting at the shack, and then we'll be at the 2000 and I can put this away for a bit. Very tempting. Might happen, because if I do that, I can have a new start this weekend. Maybe. So, but here we go. I started on the green. We got a little green hill going there, a little bit of tree right there. So just a little bit more to go till it hits its goal. And of course, once it hits its goal, it goes away for a bit, but it doesn't mean it goes away forever. It just means it just gives me time to hit my goals on my other projects too, because I have 40 of them to get through. Okay, plus I want to have new starts, like I said. The other project I pulled tonight was Heart Full of Gratitude. This was my category for part of a series, because this is the Songbird collection. I've done Merry and Bright and Forever and Ever, and this one is Heart Full of Gratitude. So my goal on it was 500 stitches, and I got that. I got that exactly. I don't even know how I managed to stop exactly on 500 stitches, but I did. So here's where we're at right now. It's looking good. This needle needs to not be poking out like that. Okay, it is on a, it's gonna go away till, you know, the next time it gets called for something. Let me see where it was at on its goals. Now this one only needed 1500, and Heartful Gratitude 500. It's about 300 stitches away from its goal, so it'll come back out again soon. Now when this one hits its goal and it goes away for a little bit, Trick or Treat will come out, because it's my other cottage garden sampling. So that's kind of exciting, because I really want to work on that one. It was one of my new starts last year. So it is time for me to get gas and something to drink, because I've been very thirsty for about an hour now. And pack up and go home and do it all again tonight. Like I said though, at a shack, which means I'm not driving around, and I have some computer work I need to get done, because I was going to do tonight while I was home, and I didn't get to be home. So I'm in drive. Okay. So I'll probably have to work on that for the first part of the evening tonight, but then stitching. And I think I'm taking When I Saw, which is my the one I've split into 12 pieces, but this one's piece seems a lot bigger than the last couple months. So not seems, it is. It's a full banner. Oh, and I think I discovered that I had marked it wrong, and I actually needed to do less than I was originally doing. So it might not be so bad, but anyways, that's something we will work on tonight. Gotta hit those goals. So categories, I hit 500 on this one, and I hit 500 on another one, didn't I? I'm not sure. I know I did not hit my 500 on Garden Prelude, so that one still needs to come out. I got my 100 in on Mira Mask. We're still working on Fairy Tale Lands 2, because I haven't finished that girl, but she's really close. I'm not sure. When I Saw is one of the main characters, and then Alice, but I haven't worked on Alice this week. So all right, well, I'm gonna shut off this light so that I can drive properly. I will talk with y'all later. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is early Saturday morning. I have had a full night of stitching, like insane. I haven't had this good of stitching in way too long. Way too long. I miss this. Okay, and I've got another one next week, so I'm kind of amped about that. Even though my schedule next week is as screwy as my schedule this week, it was just really nice to kick back and just stitch. And I didn't start stitching till 9 o'clock. The first 3 hours I was doing computer work, catching up on my Facebook groups that I have a hard time keeping up with during the week. You know, when I'm at work, I usually dedicate one night a week. There was one night last month that it took me 5 hours to get caught up. And I'm not fully caught up, but I did a good amount of catching up. And at 9 o'clock, I'm like, that's it. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to stitch. So plans got kind of rocked a little bit, but all in good ways. Okay, so I, of course, have my daily 100 on World Postage Stamp. However, I only needed 200 to hit the 2,000, be complete with my goal on it, and be able to put it away for a bit. So I'm like, it's early in the night. We can easily complete another goal if I just go ahead and knock this out. So here is 2,000 stitches. Because remember, I didn't have the letter finished. I didn't have this grass and stuff. I didn't have most of this stamp and a good chunk of this. So 2,000 stitches has gotten a lot of progress on this. It's going to be put away for a while. I'm literally taking it off the Q-snap. I'll explain why in a few minutes. And it'll come back again at some point, but we have some other stuff that needs to rotate into its place so that we can hit all our goals for the year. So that is that, and that is exciting. The next thing I had on my agenda, I had said to y'all, I thought it was when I saw, and part of the reason I said that, because I didn't look at my planner, was because I remembered seeing that project sitting on the table by my couch. And the reason it was over there is because I was supposed to work on it tomorrow when I'm at home. So I looked at my calendar, and what we actually had scheduled for tonight was Spangled. Now, I worked on Spangled last week, got 300 stitches in it, so all I needed was 200 more stitches on it. So here we are. That is where we are at. It is looking so good, and it's actually a little bit hard to put it away, but that's okay. Okay, so it got its 500 stitches for my categories, but this is now my new daily 100 project. It is my next oldest WIP that needs 2,000 stitches in it. And between categories last month and this month, we have only put 1,000 stitches into it. So for the next 10 days, 10 work days, this is going to be my new daily 100 project. And this one's going to be really easy to knock out every night because like there's lots of bulk stitching in this border. So it'd be nice to maybe knock out a good portion of this page. So it's so pretty. It's such a pretty pattern, and I wanted it so bad when it first came out, and yet I've had it since 2018, and we're finishing up the 3rd page at the top. So I did put the initials in there because I didn't realize what I was stitching when I was stitching it. However, I'm leaving the numbers out right here. We will put them in later. So this project still has a lot more to go. So it needs big goals every year. We're going to start out with 2,000. So you will see this again on Monday when I come back to work. I did get my work schedule. Like I said, it's a little funky, but it's okay. It's also spring break, and a lot of people at my job took off for spring break. I didn't think about doing that, and I'm kind of regretting it. Not necessarily that I wanted to take like significant time off like other people did. Just take a couple of days off so that my husband and I both have them off together, because my days off this week are Sunday, Thursday, Saturday. So I can't even really go and do anything because they're so broken up like that. Like when I have one day off, I sleep most of the day. If I have 2 days off in a row, the second day I can get up early and we can go do something, or we do something the evening of the first day and then all day the second day. But that's just not how it's going to work this week. So we will make better plans for next year. Really, I think all my daughter wants right now is to sleep anyway, because she has just been going. Her game tonight, She didn't play in the varsity game, which is typical these days. But they won. It was a big difference. Like, I don't know, 25-1 or something like that. It wasn't that high, but it was a 16-1 maybe. Is run rule. So in the third inning, we had a significant amount over them. So anyway, she played in the JV game. She played shortstop. She made 2 outs. She hit that ball a couple times. I'm gonna include a video after this. I hope this does not annoy people, but like, it was a really good play. Also, it's kind of loud, so please ignore my super proud husband who is screaming at our daughter. It warms my heart. I didn't get to be there, but he got to be there and record it, and she made a triple with 2 RBIs in the video, so that's awesome. Okay, so it may be a little disappointing that we're not going and doing anything for spring break, but also it might be nice to relax a little bit. So, after I put the 200 in on Spangled, I was far from stopping for the night. So I did bring When I Saw so that I could work on it, because I knew that the piece I'm working on is so significant and I wanted extra time to work on it. It means I won't work on it tomorrow. We'll get back to that. But I got good stitching in on it tonight. So 200 on World Postage Stamp, and 200 on Spangled, and 800 on When I Saw. So all I have is like to fill in this banner right here, a little bit more of the K, a little bit more of the U, and then just filling in. That's all we have left. But I did overall I've done 1,200 stitches in this section, and a little bit in the next section because I didn't realize I cut my sections wrong. But 1,200 stitches, and we're still not done. So it was a pretty significant piece. Next month will be the bottom of this banner and some hearts, so it's not gonna be near as bad. Next November, I think, will be the other big chunk like this one. So anyway, that's where we got to tonight. It's looking good. Something is off somewhere, so the banner does not line up exactly where it's supposed to. We're just gonna have to wing it because there's no pulling all this out. That is, I would throw the project away first. So we'll work it as we go. I think I added in an extra stitch to this thing here, which brought this down and over, brought the banner down and over one. We'll make it work. It'll be okay. So, all right. So really good progress tonight. I probably still have another 30 minutes, but this guy could show up early, so I just want to get my mess cleaned up because y'all know I get a little crazy and there is stuff everywhere. I also wanted to record with y'all and not forget. We have one more night this week. We have tonight. I will be at home. So Mini Phantom and the Masquerade will get its 100 stitches for the week. 200. It got 100 on Sunday, but only 2 days off this week. So poor Phantom is just not getting the work that it should be getting. Anyway, yeah. So Mini Phantom and the Masquerade. And the other thing I wanted to get back to, because I hit my goal on World Postage Stamp, and because I have a free Q-Snap now, I am having a new start tonight. I put up a poll with some friends. I gave them 4 options of stuff I have kitted up that I would like to start, and the vote is in, and I am starting the Fox from Cottage Garden Sandpins. Now, here's my thing. That needs to go in there. New starts only need 500 stitches to reach their goal. So if it gets 500 stitches tomorrow night, I will be putting up another poll and possibly having a new start next week too. But if I don't get to 500 stitches, then I don't. It's fine. What bag did this go in? So I need to get cleaned up. It's total chaos in here. This is for Spangled. Where did Spangled go? There we go. So that's the plan tonight, is to start the Fox by Cottage Garden samplings and to work on Mini Phantom of the Masquerade and to get all set up for next week. Actually, let's take just a minute and look at next week. I think I have a few minutes before he gets here. Hopefully, because it is chaos. But I will just make him stay outside while I clean up my chaos, because it is my time until 6 o'clock. Not that I ever complain about somebody showing up early. Okay, so next week we are going to work this just like we did last week, wherever we stopped in my list, because I have a list of 5 categories and a list of 5 main characters. Wherever we stopped, which was when I saw, we'll continue from there, ignoring any that are finished or have certain expectations. And that's how we're going to plan out our week. So Sunday I am off. So we'll be working on Alice, because we'll switch back to her on Sunday. And after When I Saw is Spangled. We finished Spangled. Well, those were in the wrong order. Anyways, doesn't matter. Fairy Tale Lands 2. That one should be a fairly quick finish, because I'm getting really close to being done with that motif, because we only do the one motif. I don't mean finish, but y'all know what I mean. So I will either switch to one of the other things that needs worked on, or maybe pull out a random project. We'll see. Okay, so Sunday is Fairy Tale Lands 2. Monday I work, so Spangled. That's the other thing. It's gonna get Monday Spangled, and we finished Soul Tropica. We finished Mira Mask. So next is Autumn. Where'd I get on Autumn? We're at 230, so we need about 270 more stitches. So Autumn will be Monday. I'll be at work, so it'll probably only be 200 stitches again. All right, Tuesday's focus is Spangled. Okay. And next, Mini Alice and a Dolly. We work on those on nights we're off, so I don't add them in this way. So back to Heartful of Gratitude. I finished Heartful. So back to the top. No, Garden Prelude. Where are we at on Garden Prelude? We need 200 more. So Garden Prelude will be Tuesday. Wednesday, I work. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah. Will be Spangled. And Garden Prelude. So then we're back at the top. Pear and Rosemary, but that's going to be on Friday because that's its birthday. So we're going to skip that one. When I Saw will be Wednesday. I don't think, let's see, I have roughly, because I'm not going to sit here and count. There's 100, 200, 300. I could probably finish it at work that night. So hopefully that's the case. Thursday I will be off, so Alice, unless next week turns out like this week. And we're back to Spangled, which is done. Fairy Tale Lands. Okay, so we've gone through the whole list. The next thing I want to work on, because it's my Whip Go, is Moonlight Sampler. So I'm going to put that on Thursday. The goal on that one is 1,500 stitches. Let me see. What are we at? Moonlight Sampler is at 633. So it needs some progress. That's good. Pear and Rosemary will be Friday with Spangled because it's work night. I'll be in a shack like tonight. So we'll probably knock both those out pretty quickly, and then I'll make sure I have something else to work on. Saturday I'm off. So we're going to work on Alice. And so now is where I'm not going to repeat any of these because one, there's a good chance I'm going to finish all of these this week, the goals. If not, they'll move into next week and that's fine. So here's where typically what I would do is grab the first thing that hasn't been worked on this month. But first things first, I want to work on love bugs. It was a new start in January. It only needs 500 stitches and it's already at 332. So we're going to put love bugs on Saturday. And again, getting that 200 stitches in probably won't take very long. But since that's not a category or a main character goal, I'm just going to work on it the whole night and see how many stitches we get in. All good. So, and then that ends our week. So that, I feel pretty good about that. Pretty soon I'm gonna need to sit down and figure out, I have a couple games I'm working on this week that I haven't even started to look at yet, but let's get through this first. Trick or treat. Trick or treat can't come out until love bugs, that's my other whip go, by the way, can't come out until Heartful of Gratitude hits 1500. Where's Heartful of Gratitude? It's at 1200. So it only needs 300 more. And then I could pull out Trick or Treat. So anyway, we're starting to see some goals get made. And that makes me feel good. Now the other thing I need is for something to get finished. But I don't, well, Pear Rosemary might this month. Maybe. Anyway. Alright, I'm going to get packed up. Quit yammering on. I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I will check in with y'all tomorrow. Go, Lex. Stay with the baby.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning. I did not check in with y'all last night, so I'm going to do those tonight, or Saturday night. I didn't check in. So I'm going to go ahead and do those tonight. Do last night, Sunday night tonight, and then we'll end this clip for this video and start a new one for tomorrow night. I know I usually put Sunday on next week, but everything got away from me. Anyway, yesterday I was off. We did like 5 hours of housework, moving houses, which didn't get a lot accomplished, in all honesty, because we're not like packing and moving. We're just moving bits and pieces here and there and mopping. It took me 3 rounds of mopping to get up the mess that was made when we were putting the walls up and stuff. It was just crazy. And then after that I was pretty pooped, and so I did my stitching, but even that took me a while to get focused on, because I was just tired. So I did finally bring Soul Tropica for y'all to see where it got to, but that was earlier last week. Anyway, sorry I'm being kind of quick because I'm at the gas station and people are staring at me. Always makes me self-conscious. So last night was my last night on Mini Phantom of the Masquerade for this past week. We're starting on Alice this week, whenever I finally get a day off. So we finished up that corner and this corner. Only 2 days off this week, so only 2 days work done. But we're starting the new page. That's always really exciting. And then, so I worked on that. And then because I had told y'all that everything got moved around with me being able to work on stuff more on Friday night, I ended up doing 1,200 stitches, y'all. That felt really good. I let myself have my new start last night, and because I got my 500 stitches in on my new start, it has already got its goal complete, and I can use the Q-snap to have another new start next weekend, possibly. So this is the Fox from Cottage Garden Samplings, and that's 500 stitches. So this will be coming back off the Q-snap, and it'll be ready for the next project. So super cute. So we get into the fox over here. Yeah. Okay, let me put the thingy back and move somewhere, and then I will come back and show you all what we worked on here on Sunday night and wrap this up. I'll be right back. I just recorded a whole video without pressing the record button. So anyways, we're back. Okay, so that was everything that I did on Friday. I mean, I thought it was pretty good progress. Probably not as good as I could have done if I was more focused, but y'all know how that goes. And so then today, I was supposed to be off today. I know we discussed when we discussed my plans for the week that I was supposed to be off Sunday, but I swapped days with one of my coworkers. So I work tonight and she'll take my Wednesday, and that actually gives me the exact same schedule as my husband. So we work together Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We both work, but we don't work together. We work opposite areas. And then Saturday. I wish all 3 of the days were in a row so that we could actually take advantage of spring break, but we wouldn't have been able to do much anyway because Lexi still has softball practice. So it is what it is. I think we have plans Wednesday night to go do something. But okay, so I slept all day. Time change totally messed with me. I forgot about it, even though we had discussed it earlier in the day. I forgot about it, and so I was sitting there stitching it was just after 1, and then the next thing I knew it was 3, and I was like, I've only done 100 stitches. How have I only done 100 stitches in 2 hours? Like, that 2.5 hours. It doesn't make any sense. And then my husband's like, time change. Which also meant we stayed up until like 7:30 this morning, when normally we go to bed on days off. Like, I try and go to bed between 4:30 and 6. 6 if I'm off and he's working, because I kind of wait till he gets home. On a work day, we're in bed by like 6:30. So to be in bed by 7:30 was still kind of on par, but like made, when I had to wake up at 2:30, made for a much, it felt, anyway, tired. I've been tired all night, but I think I'll be able to catch up from it pretty quickly. My back really itches. Okay, so tonight, we started our new daily 100 on Spangled. So 100 stitches went real fast on this thing because just I filled in the rest of this star with the colors that were in it, and I put some black over here real quick. Yeah, we'll probably do some black fill in going down so that we work the page going down this way. This is the bottom of this page. So all of that, it's kind of a thin page. So we'll be singing this for the next, well, tonight and then 9 more days, because I need 1,000 stitches in order to hit my 2,000, because this is a 2018 whip, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So we'll see it 3 more days this week. And then last night was I picked Fairy Tale Lands 2 back up, and I was able to get that motif done. Even though I didn't get a lot of stitching time tonight, I got her done pretty quick. So this was the motif that I want to finish this month, and it's done. So next month we'll have the little nutcracker and the word the nutcracker, and probably 1 ornament. Anyway, this kind of area here will be April. But for now, it's going away because I only do 1 motif a month. Some weird shadows going on over here, so I keep thinking somebody's standing by my truck. Don't want anybody standing by my truck. So that was it for tonight. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you found something you enjoy and keeps you coming back for more. If you're a returning subscriber and friend, thank you so much for coming back week after week. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, all the ways that you show you love me, and I will see y'all next week.